I eat a lot of Sara Lee fresh banana cake. A lot of smooth, satisfying Sara Lee fresh banana cake. A lot of smooth, satisfying, delicious, succulent Sara Lee fresh banana cake.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome back to Televoid. I know it's been a little while since last time. I'm sorry about that, but I can't exactly help it. I've just been sitting here. Yep, but it looks like you have impeccable timing as usual because you're just in time to watch some TV with me.
Who's the cutest kid in America? Is it Judy Lasite? Or will it be Patty Forcove? Or will it be your youngster who wins a $15,000 college education on the show that stars America's cutest kids, The Baby Game?
The Baby Game. Now, this was a game show that ran from 1968 to 1968. It was hosted by Richard Hayes, who was also a musician and did some other television work as well. I think I know him best as the announcer for the game show Supermarket Sweep. I don't know how much I know about The Baby Game, though.
And now, here's America's favorite babysitter, Richard Hayes.
Thank you. I'm not even a big hit with the panel over there. They're just getting no applause or anything. We'd like.
Oh, well, this is off to a good start. Right off the bat, Richard is scolding the contestants for not applauding his mere presence.
Right now, you know how the Baby Game works. Let's meet the two young couples who didn't applaud me when I came out.
Okay, all right, wind it back. We're doing it over. What?
And now, here's America's favorite babysitter, Richard Hayes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's more like it. Now let's meet our unenthusiastic contestants.
Well, here they are, Richard. First meet the Morrises, George and Caroline, who have two daughters, ages 4 and 6.5 months. And they're playing against the Waltons, Gloria and Lloyd, who have one daughter, age 4.5, and a son, 2 months old.
Hey, you got a brand new son over there. I'd like to welcome you all to the Baby Game. And George, now is not the time to applaud. It's passed you by. We're gonna...
Oh my God, is there a script these people were supposed to get to let them know when to clap and when not to clap? Poor George is trying his best here, but he just can't catch a break. All right, let's actually find out what the game is about now.
Round 1, and it is Romper race time. It's worth 10 points to anyone who can pick the winner. So let's watch the champ and two challengers as they give you an idea of their form. Number 1, take a look at that little doll. That is a Lorene. She is a mover when she starts to move, and she's a rester when she starts to rest. Number 2, that is Billy. He kind of has a little pushing motion there that propels him right across the finish line. Number 3, that is Paul, the current champ, defending his title for the 3rd time, and is he thrilled about it? Okay, who is going to win?
All right, well, let's just tackle this one head on. The point of the Baby Game is to bet on young children and babies. In this round, the teams are betting on which baby will be the fastest, and even though the race is pre-recorded, something about it really creeps me out. Betting on children to win prizes, it's a little weird, right? It's not just me. I mean, who knows? It could just be me, because in 2013, ABC premiered Bet on Your Baby, which is a similar premise. Except instead of winning prizes for yourself, your kid could win college tuition money. And somehow that makes it a little more okay, at least to me. I mean, at least the kid gets college tuition, right? Richard introduces the three, baby athletes, I guess. Lorene is number 1, Billy is number 2, and Paul, the reigning champ, is number 3. And so, with only that information really, it's time to place our bets. Since I'm at a disadvantage, I'm only one person and their teams have 2, feel free to guess along with me and maybe we can score enough points to take home the prize. I'm gonna place my bet on Lorene here because no reason. She's a baby. They're all babies. How am I supposed to know which one is fastest?
Okay, the panel's answers are locked away. The racers are in place behind the starting gate. The bugle is about to sound, and once more with feeling, they're off, and they're running at Diaper Downs. And look at that. Number 2 is standing up and fell right down. Look at that enthusiasm. enthusiasm. Look at that bim. Look at that figure.
Come on, number one. Come on, number one.
Two, it's the champ, and no one has moved. Number two kind of has an itchy foot, and here comes the champ. The champ is moving on down the rail. Number one and number two have a small romance going.
Lorene! No, Lorene!
Number one staring, and it's the champion. The champion is out there all by himself. Now number one and number two are kind of talking to each other.
Kill him, Lorene! Kill him!
Fascinated with number two.
Kill him!
And there is the champ, and across the line, and still the champion. It is Paul.
Of course the champ wins. You know, I don't want to say that this race was fixed or anything, but it definitely looked like Billy and Lorene threw that one. The only contestant that guessed correctly was Lloyd, and his team is awarded 10 points. Now it's time for round 2. In this game, there are 2 teams, Bo and Jeff, and Diana and Taryn. This, again, is pre-recorded, and they have a man named Uncle Bobby to tell them the rules.
I will give you both a prize if, when I come back in the room, I find this tube over your shoulders. It's your job to get it over her shoulders.
One child has an inner tube that they're trying to throw on their teammate's shoulders. There's a line on the ground, and the thrower is not allowed to cross that line, but here's where it gets interesting.
The kids must get the ring around their partner in 3 tries, and the thrower must not step over that line. But Uncle Bobby never said that the human peg couldn't move. So here's your question. How many of the teams will realize that the peg can move and score a ringer?
So that means we've gone from racing babies to a man named Uncle Bobby deceiving young children. Okay, well, I'm just gonna guess that only one team figures out the whole peg moving thing. You know, if I was a kid and I figured that out, I probably wouldn't even do it. I'd feel like I was cheating or doing something wrong.
Let's not dilly or dally. It's the start of the contest. That can give you a headache if you keep doing that an awful lot. That is an old inner tube tire. It's soft. It's not too heavy.
Please, please, can we watch it one more time, please?
That is an old inner tube tire. It's soft. It's not too heavy.
It's soft, it's not too heavy. Thunk. That was great. Needless to say, Diana and Taryn do not figure it out.
Let's see how the boys do. Whee! That's a whistler, huh? Hey, look, the peg is moving closer. If he would stay there, he's showing how much. He stepped back a few steps. Come on, he moved in a little closer, over.
The kids are right next to each other and still thunk. Bo and Jeff figure it out, but you can tell by just looking at them that they don't feel right about it. Almost like instead of playing how they were instructed to, they just found a loophole. Regardless, that gives me 10 points, which puts me right back where I was because literally everyone else guessed the exact same thing.
6-year-olds may be busy with schoolwork, but they have time to observe the world around them. You want proof? Watch The Kid's Eye View of the World.
This third round is pretty different. Contestants are shown a series of videos where children answer questions about a mystery thing. Mystery word? Mystery thing. The kids answer questions about this mystery thing, and at the end of it, the contestants have to try and guess what the children were talking about. This round seems a little bit easier to deal with from a moral standpoint. I don't feel so weirded out about this one.
What do they wear?
You mean, like when they go for walks, they wear pointy boots sometimes.
Where do they come from?
Villages,
What sort of hair do they have?
long hair. They have mustaches, and beards, long hair, long nails.
What sort of a job do they have?
Walking around the city.
That's all?
So I'm a little lost. I'm not 100% sure what they're talking about here. Let's see, they wear pointy boots, they come from villages, they have long nails, facial hair, their job is to walk around the city, they wear ripped clothes, sandals, flowers in their hair, it's 1968. Is it hippies?
A hippie writing a note.
they were talking about a hippie, and what she said was a hippie writing a note. If you have hippie in the box, you got yourself 10 more points. Lloyd, you're shaking your head.
I said hippies.
You said hippies. Well, you should go like that, up and down.
I said hippies.
Good for you. You got yourself 50 points.
Hippies.
Hippie, whippy, dippies. You got yourself 30 points. And George.
I said elves.
Elf.
Would you believe? Elves.
What? You said what?
Elves.
Elves.
Poor George. Not only is he the only one to not get the answer right, but Richard rubs it in a little bit, like he can't fathom that someone would get a question wrong on a game show.
Do you know that elves are neat?
I'm in trouble.
And all elves don't have beards. And yes, you are in trouble because you don't get any 10 points on that.
And I don't even think elves is that bad of an answer. But that could be because my first guess was trolls. The score is now 30-50, and George and Carolyn will be looking for a boost in points as we head to the final round, where each correct answer is worth 25 points.
Okay, Michael, you're going to be my bakery helper here at the cake factory. You know this machine? This is the 3-layer cake machine. As a matter of fact, the machine made this cake right over here a little while ago. See that? Whenever there's a bell, down comes a layer. Whoa, there it goes. We put it there, and I have to put a little whisk in. There it is. You know what? I'll go down the hall. As a matter of fact, you run the 3-layer cake machine for a while, okay? Good luck.
After briefly explaining how it works, Uncle Bobby leaves the child alone to operate the machine. Nobody should trust Uncle Bobby. I feel like Uncle Bobby's only point in the show is to deceive the children.
Well, Uncle Bobby told the kids they were bakery helpers at a 3-layer cake machine. Well, that's true. Only if the kids make it so, because the bell will keep ringing and layers will keep coming down the chute. The question for 25 points is this. How many of the kids will make a cake with only 3 layers, stop, then start another cake? Will it be one of them, 2 of them, or all 3 of them?
I'm gonna guess that only one of the children actually do this correctly. I mean, Uncle Bobby kind of sucks at explaining things, but even then, Michael is the only one who looks like he's even remotely paying attention. Adam looks like he'd rather be doing literally anything else, and Anthony is just staring down at the cake like he wants a bite. I think I'd be Anthony in this situation.
And he now has a 3-layer cake. Let's see what he will do. Start another cake. There's the bell, and he didn't even hesitate. He pushes the cake on the side, and Michael makes a 3-layer cake and starts a new one.
Yes, Michael, I knew you were paying attention. I knew you wouldn't fall for Uncle Bobby's tricks.
This is Anthony. He's got 2 layers going so far. 2 layers and a finger. What's he put on? Oh, what a delicious cake that is.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna taste that cake. I don't blame you, Anthony.
2 layers, he's got the 3rd layer. No, that's a 3-layer cake, and he's starting a new one.
Well, I underestimated Anthony. But I was totally right about Adam. That kid was not paying attention at all.
Nope, he's going to make a 4-layer cake out of it. A little lopsided, but a 4-layer cake. Another layer comes down. Will he start now? It's a 5-layer cake that he is going for. Forcing it down. Okay, the answers are locked away. It's 50-30 in favor of Gloria and Lloyd. The answer worth 25 points. 2 of them. 2 of them. And George, what did you say?
I said 2 of them.
And you got yourself 25 more points. You now have 55. You are in the lead. Caroline.
My kids don't bake. I only said 1.
You said 1. I can't help it about that. You're still in the lead by 5 points. Let's see if it holds up. Gloria.
I said 2 of them.
You said 2 of them, and you get yourself 25 more points. You are the winner.
Well, I didn't do so great at this game show, but it was pretty fun to play along anyway. And if you were playing along with me, sorry for dragging the team down. Now let's see what prizes Gloria and Lloyd have won.
You've just won the Tell City Early American Living Room, 6 pieces handsomely fashioned of maple from the Young Republic collection of the Tell City Chair Company. And these decorated design clocks for every occasion, a battery-operated wall clock, an attractive twin-face alarm, and a travel alarm, yours from the West Clocks division of General Time. And the Eureka automatic vacuum cleaner, featuring an on-off toe switch, a 3-position handle, and all-metal construction. You'll love the low silhouette design from the Eureka Williams Company. And the whole family will enjoy this assortment of Richardson's after-dinner mints, party patties, jellies, and buttermints, all from the Thomas D. Richardson Company. Now, something for the kids.
Something cool, something cool.
We have the World Book Encyclopedia. They'll be delighted by the thousands of illustrations and diagrams. World Book is the foundation for every home library. That's today's prize package. It's worth over $800, and it's all yours from the baby game. There you go.
So that's the end of the baby game. Basically, there's a little part at the end where they show more entries in the Cutest Kids in America contest. But if you care about strangers' babies as much as I do, you're not missing anything if you skip that part. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Checking out old game shows is always a blast. And hey, speaking of liking things, I've really enjoyed all the messages you guys have sent me lately. They've been printing off like crazy, and they've really brightened my mood. I can't showcase them all, but you guys have sent in some amazing art. And you know what, while we're thinking about it, let's check out a letter too. I'll just grab one right off the top here. All right, this is a letter from Jordan. Hey Ian, I really enjoy your content and love the show so far. Thought I'd clue you in on a tip that all us pro TV watchers should know. Make sure your antenna is fully extended for the best experience. Might help when trying to find something good to watch. I'm happily staying tuned until the next episode. Best of luck, Jordan. Well, Jordan, that's an interesting tip. You know, I don't know why my antenna isn't pulled out all the way, but let's give it a shot. Hello, and welcome to the Void's favorite game show, Race Your Baby, and here's your host, Ian! Hello, thank you. Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Race Your Baby, the only game show where it's okay if your baby is a little racist. Let's meet our contestants today. They're down here. There's 3 of them. We've got Joel... We've got Joel... We've got Joel... There's Joel... Mistus... And... baby number 3, and today they are going to be racing for the grand prize, which is... How you doing down there? You ready? Now that all of our contestants are ready, on your mark, get set, go!
No applause or anything.
Well, that was fun. Thank you to our lovely audience today, and for everyone tuning in at home. This has been another exciting episode of Race Your Baby. Back to you, Ian. Well, if you'd like to send me a message, feel free to do so at ian@televoid.net. I'll see you guys next time. For now, I think I'm just gonna put this back down.